All right, Fwiz, believe it or not, those two are not twin brothers.
No,
they are brothers.
They do look a lot alike, don't they?
Yes, great guys there from the Strictly Business organization.
It's a good organization.
They put this crew together. They've been supporting these young gamers all the way, and you know they're so proud to see what they've accomplished so far. But they're hoping they can continue in their comeback tour. Right now, they're heading into game number 4. Domination on Sovereign is going to be next. Fwiz, thoughts coming into this map?
I mean, Domination, you know, again, I think that the big point was you had OpTic Gaming's their weakest map statistically in Strike Zone, but then they beat SB, which is their strongest on Strike Zone. So just the Domination game type right there, going against, statistically speaking, the odds were kind of crazy that worked out that way.
Yeah.
Clearly, Sovereign is a very different map here. You're going to see a little bit of AR and SMG instead of kind of like all SMGs like you'd see on Strike Zone. This is going to be a close one. I mean, like a very hard one to predict based off of what you saw in game number 1. You know, they just let that blitz game kind of slip away, but it didn't seem like, you know, they were getting outslayed in the run and gun category, OpTic by any means, and nor was SB. So let's see how it all pans out. It definitely was a close game in the second half of that Domination. You'll wonder if that carries into the first half here.
Well, we just got an update from the floor over on the Bravo channel. We had FaZe defeating Epsilon. Epsilon will fall to join TCM in that lower bracket. FaZe moves on in the upper bracket. OpTic trying to do the same. They could close it out here with a win on Domination. Otherwise, we're going to game number 5, Search and Destroy. And on Sovereign, I think there's one player to watch. He heated up in that game number 3 blitz. Apathy is going to be bringing the pain.
All right, as we're going to jump on board here with Apathy, he definitely deserves the accolades. He had a great game there during the blitz. You know, he was doing everything he could for his squad to make sure he kept them alive, and he did just that. As now they're going to try to run in here and get B. Good pickup. Apathy able to drop Scump, but gets taken out quickly. And now we jump on board with Dito here. I'm sorry, who do we have up here?
Saints and Dito.
Yeah, you get that.
I'll give you some Dito in a minute.
Yeah, give me some
you want some Dito? Here's some Dito. Here's some Dito.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I got you, Fwiz.
2 kills and a cap. He's working on it over here. Now he's going to get taken out there, as that's 3 players down.
And Censor's got to keep him off B here. He's the only one up. Apathy and Saints coming off the spawn. Apathy gets one more player there. The trophy system doing its job. And Embo's going big to cap B for OpTic.
And there you have it, shots being fired as we switch back over. I believe we've got Nadeshot on. Nadeshot's gonna get taken out. And back and forth these 2 teams are going.
Wow, everyone from OpTic dropping now. Let's show you some bows once again. Picks up one, knows the challenge is coming, will not be able to win it. Censor and Saints clear that out. Censor now on a 5-point spree, trying to get into OpTic's base and neutralize that flag. But Strictly Business with 2 flags controlled at the moment. Know that if they just keep this up, they will have a healthy lead at the half.
On board with Dito, it's gonna pick up, or I'm sorry, Saints, as he picks up a nice kill there. And these 2 teams just battling it out here, but Strictly Business taking a nice lead here, controlling both B and A. OpTic struggling to get in there.
Dito, last man standing, he's in B. Teammates spawning over at the server. That means that someone is on their A flag. They know it. That's going to be Clayster. Clayster's going to get A. C is locked down by OpTic as well. OpTic coming back with the 3-cap opportunity. Clayster shutting things down at A as well. Here's your 3-cap, Fwiz. Can OpTic do it?
I think so. They're pretty close out. Just because Embo's got taken out, it was still Nadeshot was in there, and they're able to get the cap. They do get the 3-cap. However, it looks like they're going to lose B. It's going to be up to Clayster to move in there. There are 2 SB players on that, so he's got to move quickly. They do get taken out as he loses B, and there's 2 SB players right in front of him. Shots coming in there. 3 down for Strictly Business as Embos is going to come in, take that B back and the 3-cap.
Wow.
And they know the spawn is in at A, so Embos is trying to backpedal as quick as possible to pick it up. Not able to do it, but great play out of OpTic. These 3-caps allowed them to take back the lead.
Yeah, and Nadeshot and Scumpy really deserve a lot of credit for overextending to the opposite side of the map. They've been behind enemy lines quite a bit. Nadeshot won't be able to get there this time. It's going to be up to Scumpy. Last man standing gets 2 at B.
And SB does get control of their A flag at home and then take care of business at B flag as well.
So OpTic, they're getting the 3-cap, but they can't hold on to it. So B really becoming so important, but that 3-cap did put them within 1. Embos, I have to say, I feel like all 9 of his kills are defending B.
Yeah, I mean, he's a beast right now. And go ahead, guys, and tweet #CoshChamps or @Call of Duty and then say hashtag yes if you think Strictly Business can tie it up here, or no if you think OpTic Gaming is going to take this one away and take the win here on Domination.
And of course, remember guys to follow at Esports CoD. New Twitter handle to follow here, as Call of Duty definitely supporting esports. $1 million tournament here live from LA. This is the upper bracket round 2. If you're just joining us, Strictly Business going up against OpTic Gaming. If OpTic wins this, they move on to the semis of the upper bracket. If not, we're going to game number 5. Saints pushing in. One player on B. Nice kill here for Strictly Business. He's going for the triple. Clayster shuts it down.
That was almost a triple there. You called it, Mbos. We're going to jump on board with him. He's trying to get some shots down. Gets taken out here. Strictly Business, the last minute and a half here, starting to control some points and allowed them to take the lead back from OpTic. OpTic, after they had that 3 cap, SB started to lose their lead, and now they're able to get it back going here with the last 54 seconds left. They do control 2 cap points. OpTic Gaming trying to get on B. Gets taken out there. Is nade shot by Dito with a pistol.
Dito's pistol has been beautiful here in this middle, man. I haven't seen it so effective before. He is just making it work at short range. Remington pistol combo, something we haven't seen yet this tournament.
Jeez, he's 19-7 with 3 caps. Picked up another kill there, taking out Scump as we switch over on board with Saints here. They're just going to try to make sure they can keep this B as long as they can. It did get neutralized. OpTic was able to get on it for a little bit, at least take those points away from Strictly Business, but it was short-lived, as now you've got a good lead that Strictly Business is working on here late in the first half.
Yeah, remember it was 66-66, now 83-70, a 13-point advantage going into the final 10 seconds. They continue to advance by 2 at a time. Dito sets her apathy all in the kill feed here. 15-point advantage at the moment, and that's what we'll have at the end of 5 minutes. Strictly Business up on side number 1 of Domination. Can they keep this up?
Yeah, that was back and forth because Strictly Business did really well for a while there, but then all of a sudden, like, OpTic gets a 3 cap, which was kind of crazy. But look at the slaying category here, as you've got Dito that just went 20-9 with that pistol and a couple caps as well, so he's leading the score.
Pistol Remington.
A little bit of a conversation going down between Deshaun and Clayster. They clearly are not happy with one another right now.
Yo, I would actually love to go to an OpTic listen in at the start of that next round if we can.
I think we might have to gear that up here because clearly there's some frustration happened between these 2 guys, or miscommunication that happened in the first half there.
Let's keep an eye on nade shot. Keep an eye on Scumpy, who's going for the overextension, as both players had some major moves for that 3 cap to happen, winning the one-on-ones to defend those flags and get that game back within, I guess, arm's length. But here we go. Not a huge disadvantage.
I think they're probably mad about what really happened after they got that 3 cap. They took like dominant map control of that map, and it kind of fell apart for them.
Right.
So I imagine that is a majority of the conversation that's happening right here.
And I wonder, are they switching any classes here to counter what they saw from SB? Pretty standard stuff, except for Dito's pistol loadout there in the center of B. But here we go, side number 2, Sovereign. It's loading up once again. OpTic Gaming, Strictly Business with that 15-point advantage entering our second half.
And there you have it, SB looking a little more composed on their side, rightfully so, with the points that they have leading going into the second half here. OpTic Gaming only going to have 5 minutes to work with. Both teams, this is a big match here. Where can we see this go into a game number 5? Strictly Business certainly trying to set that up here after a rough start. They went down 2-0 in the series to OpTic Gaming, able to win that blitz, and now up in the first half of this domination. They're starting to turn it around here, and it looks like there might be a small argument happening in the OpTic camp here, so we'll see how that affects both teams going into the second half.
I'm going to keep Clayster lit up, and we're going to watch nade shot off the break. Let's see if they have ironed this one out. So Clayster's going to go wide right. Nade shot looks like he might cut to the middle. He's going to smoke that with some cover from, it looks like, Mbos. Clay already getting dropped on the side. Down falls nade, so Scump and Mbos must secure B by themselves. Mbos, after grabbing A, is going to get a desperation nade, but this should belong to Strictly Business. He's going to go straight for C, hopefully.
And Mbos gets taken out. Already a rough start for the OpTic Gaming squad, as they were not able to do anything at B. A couple people went down. That's 3 players down for OpTic, as we're on board here with Apathy off to a good start yet again. Apathy had a good blitz game, had a good first half in the domination game, and again, he's kind of the he's really the best kept secret on Strictly
really
Business, to be honest with you.
He really shined at that U.S. Championship, especially in that Sovereign Search and Destroy versus Complexity. They were down 5-2. Apathy got the ace, then he got a 3-kill round, brought that team back to win it 6-5, continued to play incredible throughout all of the Respawn game modes for the remainder of the tournament. He's not always the highest slayer, but when he is on, he really turns it on. Same thing with Dito.
Yeah, Dito's 6-1.
20-9 in that second half, already 7-1 after that kill.
He's 26-10 right now if you're adding up his overall 26-11, if you're adding up his overall domination right now. So, I mean, he's clearly destroying this game. I mean, he's on track to hit a 40 bomb.
Sensor trying to clear out the middle. Saints pushing in. 3 up for both squads. Dito picking up 2 more with that Remington, locking down this left side for his team. Nice positioning by Saints. You see Clayster just desperately jumping in and being taken down. Dito all the way in the back. Sensor trying to get control tower.
Dito just hanging out with that AR on Yellow Catwalk. They've got good map control. Sensor going to come down, hold down B, just make sure nobody pops in there. That's 3 down, though, right now. This is a good opportunity for OpTic to jump on the B flag and take it back. Apathy's going to have to try to make the stop here. And wow, a nice headshot.
Nicer.
Oh, my gosh.
Triple from Apathy is going to retake B.
That was so dirty, 10-3, but that was more or less, if you look at actually the situation at hand, he had all of his teammates down. It was the perfect opportunity for OpTic to take B away from Strictly Business. They had 3 players on it. They were able to neutralize it, but then Apathy comes in and just wrecks everybody and pulls it back in SB's favor. That was such a missed opportunity. Look at that. Wow.
Scumpy.
He's putting on a little montage right now.
He really is. I did want to point out, though, Scumpy retaking A. Will his teammates be able to get across the map? It looks like they will not in time. So Embo's and the boys going for B control. Nate shot coming in with the 2-piece will clean it up. The score 48-33. OpTic not out of it yet. 2 minutes, 9 seconds still to go.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they've got to turn it up here. That's why you had Scump starting to knock them off A. If anything, it causes Strictly Business to backpedal to their base, make sure they grab their home flag, and then you try to capitalize on the opportunity of them vacating B and moving in. It didn't really work out for them. However, they do have control of it now, but Strictly Business already on top of B. It's Apathy that's going to try to get the cap. So every time OpTic makes one of these really good setups at B, the problem is they just don't end up holding it for long.
Apathy left to protect B. His teammates all falling left and right. Nate shot with the kill on the right side will be his challenger, and I like Apathy's idea. If they're going to be pushing B this hard, I'm going into C or looping around on the flank. Gets the call that that player's dead. Now he's going to try and set up for the spawn trap.
Apathy here, sticking on board with him. He's kind of been the man of the hour. We talked about him a lot, but rightfully so. He's 14-5 with 4 caps, had a dominant first half. We're going to switch over to Dito, who's also been doing really well. He's got 4 consecutive points there, 3 kills and a cap to his name from that last of the streak that he's currently on. Finally gets taken out, but 15-7, 3 caps, and again, Apathy hanging with them. These guys are just slaying left and right, and now OpTic Gaming not looking too pretty with only 55 seconds left. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull this one out.
Dude, they're trapped in C right now. Finally, yeah, actually 3 just went down as Sensor says, I don't think so. That's my hallway. And Apathy getting up close and personal. Finally, Nadeshot gets the knife. Should be able to break it out. But look at this. Scump and Nadeshot, after 4 minutes and 20 seconds, held to just 6 kills apiece. It's Dito setting up across the map. This Remington, you cannot get past him with your MTAR when he is all the way across the map picking you off from range.
Oh, he's got to be super annoying right now to the OpTic players because he's had that AR and he's been sitting back on Yellow Catwalk picking people off, but then he gets on B with his pistol and knocks people off with that too. So there's no doubt if you're going against Dito right now, you're annoyed with how well he's playing.
For sure. It's just the strategy. Yeah. Honestly, the strategy is stronger here from Strictly Business. The big kills are being made by both teams at times on B, but overall, Apathy stronger in the middle. Great stuns. Teamwork across the board,
Sensor.
and Dito, a wall on that left side.
Sensor letting everyone know that there is indeed one more map in a best of 5 with the series tied 2-2.
We're going to 5.
I was putting my headset down. I thought it was over.
I hope we get double breadsticks again going round 11.
Double bread. Oh yeah.
Getting that?
I think it's getting pretty dang close to that bucket. Look at that. Ooh. I mean, it was just they just didn't slay. They didn't do what they needed to do. And again, we talk about Scump. Huge expectations on this young man. When you put up stats that he's one of the best slayers. He had #1 from U.S. Qualifiers. He came up a little short on this domination game. I think he only finished with 6 kills as we see some of the highlights here.
Definitely running into some serious competition. Saints nearing that three-piece, but Dito here with that pistol. Look at him shine. Gets one. Saints is going to close out the first round, and then from there, it was all SB. Apathy's triple here, setting the tone in the second minute, going so big, and then Dito across the map just cleaning it up. Everything going the right way for SB. OpTic now arguing, you got to think the mental game.
Oh, dude.
Totally in favor of this SB squad.
I didn't say it, but, I mean, it's like there's no way they're going to win. After you see arguing like that is so rare that your team kind of like gets past that game. You think about it, you get in an argument just with anybody, and then you immediately have to go in a situation with that person. You have 5 minutes to turn it around. Like, no matter what that is, if you're getting in like a fight or an argument with somebody, you're not going to be able to just like, all is fine 5 minutes later and you're able to jump in it. So the odds were against them as soon as they started arguing and fighting like that. Whatever they were saying, who knows? But without a doubt, anybody that saw that could tell that they were not on the same page.
4 games down, 1 still to come. This is the upper bracket. OpTic SB will continue live from LA after this.